Hello, this is Josh from What's All About. Welcome to another video. Now, Christopher Ward's latest release, the C63 Sealander, has been developed with the following in mind: that a well-dressed individual would need 3 timepieces, one for dress, one for work, and one for play. But why not have one watch that does it all? Thus, Christopher Ward started a quest for the watch that can do everything, a luxury sports watch, if you will. Well, their answer is the new C63 Sealander. So let's check it out. This new Go Anywhere, Do Everything watch collection introduces a new label for Christopher Ward named EveryWatch, capital E, capital W, all one word. A watch for dress, work and play. And their new C63 Sealander collection is available from £595 for the standard automatic, which is this one on a standard strap, from £795 for the C63 Sealander GMT, and £1,150 for the C63 Sealander Elite. The model I have for review, the standard automatic, at first glance, £595 is a fair price, although it does creep up to around £700 if you want to have it on a bracelet. So first things first, let's get the logo out of the way. There's a lot to be said about those two simple words making up the now departed co-founder. This is the third logo in the brand's lifespan, and it was met with a fair amount of opposition, especially when the text is left aligned and located at 9, as many models have, such as this one, the Trident. However, centre aligned text at 12 on this instance is sure to please many, as it provides a much more balanced and symmetrical design. If only they'd used the Twin Flags logo more in place of it, because that would be awesome. And word on the grapevine is that they will be doing that eventually once they've built up the brand, which is very exciting. Secondly, let's consider the wearability of the watch. It is a tremendous size for my 7-inch wrist. 39mm is perfect for me, small enough to look right and to be really comfortable, but large enough to impress. The 11.25mm height is also fairly slender, so it will fit nice and snug under a cuff or under a jumper. 75 grams on this strap as well, so fairly lightweight in that regard. The C63 employs the brand's light catcher case, which is secure to 150 meters or 15 atmospheres. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is one of the best watch cases I've ever seen and handled on an affordable watch. It is a joy to view at every single angle, providing an array of light reflections due to the various facets, the bevels and the finishing. And due to the slender design, it actually looks a lot thinner and slender than the height suggests, making it feel even more wearable. Thirdly, the design. Let's face it, it's pretty simple, but simple doesn't necessarily mean boring. Legible, well proportioned. It sort of reminds me of the Rolex Explorer. Indeed, this could be one of the best non-homage affordable alternatives to that peerless classic. You get the choice of black or white hand-finished polished lacquer dials with applied faceted brushed and polished indexes. The glossy nature of the dial instantaneously provides a luxurious feel to the watch, and the way it plays with the light is lovely. Just like my Trident, it shares a similar glossy dial. The new Trident range hands are present, which have a polished edge and brushed central flank. This dramatically reflects the light, making it really interesting to view. There's the signature Trident counterbalance on the seconds hand with a red tip on the other end to provide a splash of colour alongside the red tagline in the bottom half, 150 meters or 500 feet. The date window at 6, I think, is a superb alteration to the rest of the Trident range. I personally really like the symmetry it provides, and the black date wheel matches the dial perfectly, so it's really inconspicuous and subtle. There's a gently beveled edge around the border of the window as well, which is hardly recognisable. It fits in really nicely. The hands and hour markers are loaded with Superluminova grade X1, BL, C1, and in true Christopher Ward fashion, it's nothing to write home about. Sure, yes, it glows, you can see it in the dark, but just about, it's not particularly noticeable, which is a little bit disappointing. The omission of a standard rotating bezel being replaced by a circular brushed and polished fixed steel bezel transforms this watch from a diver to a multi-purpose design. The movement is a solid choice and is Christopher Ward's go-to, the Sellita SW200-1, with a pleasing Elabore Colimassone finish, which I think they've made up that word. The twin flags engravings on the rotor really excellent as well. Specs for the movement include a 38 hours power reserve, 26 joules, a high beat rate of 28.8 thousand beats per hour, so that's 8 ticks per second, hand and automatic winding, and hacking seconds hander as well. So everything that you'd expect from a decent Swiss-made automatic watch. This one is coming in at a fairly accurate plus 5.3 seconds a day as well. So that's more or less nearly COSC specs, that's good. So this is actually the first appearance of a hashtag Tide ocean material strap on one of their regular models. Looking like a particularly sophisticated NATO, these woven nylon straps are made of discarded plastic hauled from the Pacific. It's then shredded, treated for UV damage, and reconstituted as watch straps. So please note that this strap is a prototype, so there are a few anomalies with it that won't be present in the production models. Now, I've offered two-piece NATO straps on my shop for a long time now, and they're so popular and they are genuinely great straps. And you know, I wonder if we'll see more of them offered by brands. I love the way that they provide the looks and comfort of a NATO strap, but none of that annoying bulk under the case, raising the watch head high up as you do with a normal NATO strap. So what are my final comments then? Well, one thing's for sure, I can see this being popular. It fills a void in the Christopher Ward lineup, one that hasn't been filled since the demise of the old C65 Classic. It certainly is the kind of watch that you can wear doing anything or to any event. All that would be required is a strap swap and you know, you're pretty much good to go. It has a deeply timeless simplicity to it, one that portrays elegance, yet is unpretentious, one that can easily be dressed up or down. The overall build quality, flawless, as I've come to expect from Christopher Ward. For some, perhaps it's too plain, but for others, that clear dial providing optimal legibility and a classic look will be just the ticket. So thank you so much for watching, guys. This was the Christopher Ward C63 Sealander, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment below as well what you think of this watch. Thank you, see you soon. Bye-bye.